Hi everybody, how are you? I'm Patricia McNeely. I am a Blu-ray twin flame from Chicago, Illinois, and the owner of Twin Flame Body. How are you today? Today I want to talk to you about the energies that we're feeling. This is beyond the new moon, but it is also a new moon in Virgo, so there's a couple of things to know about it. What does Virgo represent? New, fresh beginnings. A lot of cultures have a new year around here that goes way back into ancient history. But we're also dealing with sensitivities, being sensitive to things, being sensitive to other people, being allergic to people, feeling allergic to alcohol, feeling allergic to smoke, feeling just sensitive. And there are things to know about it, because don't take this for granted. Again, this is a part of your upgrade. You rely on connecting with each other. That involves the upper body senses, eyes, ears, nose, throat, sensing. Thanks everyone for all of your prayers and well wishes for me. I had a biopsy on my throat. It's benign. I am working on a protocol to shrink this down so that everyone who has nodes on parts of themselves can get it shrunk, can get rid of it, and use their brand new twin flame body as the living bridge to do so. Because anything that is broken inside, any of your broken, damaged DNA, you got to use your twin flame body as the living bridge to do this. That's a thing that people aren't understanding. You're just kind of taking this as like you're bumping along, like, whoa, that's the energies. Well, if you don't, you're the only one who keeps suffering with it. Start getting with the things that you can do. This is what I'm here to talk about. This is what I'm here to teach about. This is what I'm here to help people integrate. And yeah, purging is a part of it. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. You can't. It happens. You're going to weep. You're going to cry. You're going to grieve. You're going to say goodbye. You're going to break up. It happens. It's supposed to happen. If you're not letting go of the past is going to be pried from your cold, dead fingers, and you can't keep a death grip on it. You can't hang on to a corpse. It starts to stink after a while. And that's just one part of this. Sensing what you need to do, that's another part of it. And we are people that have to live by our wits. We have to live by our senses, and it's not just gut instinct, it's all of your senses. There's another thing that people tend to forget, because they'll go through life and they'll see like, well, I sense this, I sense that. Stop reading into everything and start gleaning what you need to, okay? Get out of the mind, get into the cosmic high heart. Not just your heart where you're like, well, I bless this and I have compassion there. Get into your own twin flame body, because that's the part of you that is going to continue moving you where you need to be, where you really want to live, and get out of those lower echelons, those low vibe things. You're still going to see stuff. You're still going to be seeing things that happen. But the past is collapsing. So just the other day, I was talking with someone, and they said to me, like, well, why don't certain people get better? And as I said, the reason is there's not a strong enough structure inside them to hold their healing, to hold their upgrades. And they have to participate in their own health, well-being, and healing. And that was sort of a shocking thing for that person to hear, but that's your base, that's your foundation. Those are the areas that need to set your cosmic connections onto it. If you don't have that, if you're not interested in it, if you don't understand it yet, so let's put it this way. Do you want to breathe? There's a lot of people that are saying, I can't breathe. Mommy's suffocating and daddy can't breathe. And I've felt it too. I have felt times as a single parent that I just cannot breathe. This comes and that comes and that comes. And pretty soon it all adds up, no matter how strong you're supposed to be. So what about smoke? Okay. Forest fire smoke, fumes, We had a little taste when the world ground to a halt and everything went into this long pause. But what do you value? Are you valuing the part of you that breathes and needs to breathe and needs to live another day? Maybe you didn't have that choice in another time. And I don't want to hear all about, pollution. We're all in this toxic soup. Okay, if you sit at an outdoor cafe, you are sitting out in pollens and molds and dirt and things that fly in the air that maybe someone didn't button down or they didn't put the lid on the garbage can and it's flying around. You're in people's toxic energies. You're in their energies as they are exploding, like, I'm so angry. Okay, what is the flip side of this? I don't know. Are you feeling very annoyed, irritated, things getting on your nerves, overly sensitive? What do you then do with that? Do you see where I'm going? There's sort of like this whole thing that we're leaving, which is duality, cause and effect. This caused that, affected that. And life doesn't feel sweet when you feel like there's an issue or you feel like you're purging. And you have to be able to distinguish what parts are a part of your ascension, what parts are a part of your ancestry. Do you want to keep carrying that around? Do you want to pass it on to your kids? Are you the pioneer in your family? Because like me, you might actually be the hub or the starting person in your family that is starting to get some of this stuff moved on and out. Moving on up. Yeah, you need to move up. Everything inside you needs to move. Everything is in a different place. Everything is in a different place because of where your connections need to be versus where they have been. And by connections, I mean shared connections. I mean your chakras. I mean the parts of you that are planted right here on earth that help you walk and talk and move around and interact with your family and your kids. I'm going to throw out something else. Do you know your children have ascension symptoms? Stop guessing at it. Get them some help. Help your children because they will go through it, and even though their spirits are a part of this agreement, you may not know what to do, or you may do some of the same old things that your parents did. You might invalidate them. You might wonder. You might get afraid. You might think it costs too much money. You might think that they're going crazy. And the number one thing I always say is, you're not crazy. So in this new moon Virgo energy, you are supposed to understand some of the things that you are prioritizing. Over the past year, we've had a lot of things that have pointed out to people, hey, what is it that you do value? Do you value nature? Do you value your health? Do you value your family? Do you like men? Do you even like men? Or do you only get sad if like someone really famous commits suicide? But you generally, maybe you don't. Or do you like women? Do you not like women? Do you not like women if you're another woman? Do you hate other women simply because they've hurt you in the past? They've been snipey? They've stolen your man? Yeah, anything that hurts you, you could wind up hating. But hate cannot live in the same place where you are intended to feel love. Hence, being new in the Virgo new moon, the seeds you planted in July are for here. The seeds you're planting now are for the next turning of the wheel. So if you're not doing things correctly, and I don't mean to be abstract about this, this is time to take those actions. This is time for you to acknowledge it, bite the bullet, take a baby step, and the number one thing, engage your twin flame body by working with me. I've really come to value what I was guided to do and how well it's been working for people because the sessions have been phenomenal. I'm seeing people make quantum leaps. So if you've been worried about time and you say, Hey, I've already spent 4 years on this. I spent, time and effort. I went to this thing, I meditated. Okay, if you're not engaging your light body, you probably weren't getting the results you needed. I have distilled this down to make it easier for you, even as much as I say I can't sugarcoat it, okay? And one more thing, because it's blue, it's from a Blu-ray. I am a Blu-ray, I'm a prototyper. I get put through my paces with this, just like this. I don't take this for granted. I was like, dun, dun, dun. Wait a minute, you're not crazy. Put on your angelic wings, open everything up, and see what you need to do and what you feel. And yeah, it's all formatted. It's all formatted. It's ready. It's ready to present to the people that need it. You're largely leaving the collective that you wrote in here with, your soul group, the group of souls that you've been a part of for thousands of years here and sometimes in other places. It's time for your true togetherness. So there's a lot of, I would say, hoaxes and myth busting that need to happen with this. Number one, this is intended to be a physical reunion. Just because you haven't gotten together physically does not mutually exclude that. It's going to happen. It happens as you work on connecting yourself within. Number two, it's not cool to create identities to go ahead and check on people. You need to check in with your heart, okay? You need to do the things that let you feel. The next thing, telepathy is not hurt communication. The whole damn collective has been able to be mentally connected with each other. That's how we mentally manipulate each other. That's how people brainwash people. That's how they sell them a used car. It's been like that for thousands of years. Or use donkey or use, sheep or something like that. And you get them home and you're like, wow, I thought I was getting a good deal and I got swindled. Okay. That's not where you're supposed to be connected with your love. Heart communication is different. So I have a class coming up. It is called the Twin Within. I have another class which is Dreams. And these are things that are of the senses, of the parts of you that need each other. And we're going to keep talking about this because this time frame, 2020 to 2024, this has already been the time frame that has been set for this. And watch and see that, some people, if you have taken some of those steps, really be proud of yourself. And for people that this is new to you, if this is new to you, don't be deterred by some of the stuff that's out there that talk about all kinds of psychology. This is not psychology. Psychology doesn't fix the deep things. Love does. So come and find out the higher way to engage the love that you are. Be who you came here to be. Don't just be woke. Be the angel. Be the angelic. So check it out. The links are below. Check out my website at twinflamebody.com because twin flames merge. That's been of the past. You already merged. You're in. Now get it up and going and flying and loving. Thanks so much. Bye now.